What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Zach aka ZJ. Welcome back to a brand new video here on a brand new day. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, night, whenever it is that you're tuning in and watching this video. I just want you guys to be grateful for every single day, because every single day is a blessing and every single breath is a blessing. I start every single one of my videos like that because gratitude is literally everything, and without maintaining a proper mindset and having gratitude, life becomes meaningless. Guys, let me know below where you guys are watching from, where you're tuning in from, and if there are any apps aside from DoorDash as well as Uber Eats that you recommend that I try or even just showcase. I'm down for whatever. Man, oh man, what a day today, guys. I'm truly blessed. I'm thankful to God for giving me such an amazing shift today. I worked Uber rideshare from like 6 a.m. all the way until 12, made 100 and I believe 50 bucks. By the time 12 o'clock hit, I did like 1 hour of Uber Eats, made an additional $20. It wasn't too great. So I went home, worked on some YouTube stuff, and just took a little bit of a rest. Very, very important to take a rest in between your shift, or if you're doing part-time, in between work and when you go out to work, unless you are working weekends, then you're chilling. But it's very important as a full-time dasher to take breaks. But anyways, and then I worked dinner and made an additional, like 80 bucks. So I'm sitting at 200 and I believe 60 or $70. I'm gonna post the numbers on the screen for you guys just to show you. Now, this video is not gonna be too long. I just wanted to quickly get on here and give you guys my top 5 strategies for making $300+ every single day. For those of you guys who say it's impossible in 2025, that's wrong. That's false, because I've done it so many times in so many different zones this past year. Before I get into my tips, I completely understand that every single zone is different. Every zone has a different potential. Some zones you might be able to hit $500. Other zones you can't hit past $200. Even if you're out there, even if you got high stats, even if you got a nice mindset going for you, I understand that not every zone is going to perform as good as the zones that I've been in, or maybe they perform better. But what I do want to say is, if you adopt these 5 tips, you will increase your earnings in whatever zone you're in. And who doesn't want that? I think we can all benefit from that. So before we jump in, do me a huge favor and smash the thumbs up button. Let's try to go for 300 likes. If this does get 300 likes, I will travel to any city that you guys choose. I'm gonna do a YouTube poll on my community post. You guys get to choose. I'm gonna fly out there, work an entire weekend, and showcase it for you guys. That's gonna be super fun. I've always wanted to do a little US tour. Hey, that might come really, really soon, guys. Once the channel grows, so will these videos. So if you guys want to see that, smash the thumbs up button, guys. And if you're not yet subbed, hit that sub button. I'm dropping videos every single day, if not every other day, for the rest of this month. And I'm going to be dropping a lot of content nearing the end of this year and starting next year. We're taking this channel to different places. So if that sounds fun, entertaining, useful, hit that sub button. Guys, let's jump on in. Tip number 1 is choosing the right location. Now, again, we're not all fortunate enough to work in amazing gig work locations. However, you might be surprised that within your specific little area, you got a ton of different zones, and one of those zones is gonna perform a lot better than other zones. I talked about this in a previous video. When I was over in Connecticut, for some reason, it took me 8 months to venture off into a different zone within that area. And unfortunately, it was right before we left, and I found a much better zone neighboring the zone of West Hartford where I was dashing at the time, and I was making double the amount of money. So please learn from my mistake. Venture out, take a day off, or on your day off, I should say, just drive around, test out a few orders here, a few orders there, and see which zone actually performs the best. Some of you guys got a whole schedule down. Maybe you work in this zone in the morning, this zone for lunch, and this zone for dinner. I know it sounds like a lot, but when you're doing full-time work, you want to maximize your earnings. Tip number 2 is working the right hours. I can't stress this enough. It took me forever to really act on this and figure this out. I don't know why, but I would just work the same hours every single day, have to go through those dead hours. It kills momentum, it kills your vibe, your groove, whatever. And you're kind of wasting money and miles at the same time. So here is the blueprint for most zones. Breakfast rush from 7 a.m. all the way until 9:30. And then there's that lunch rush from 11 all the way until 1:30 to 2. And then there's dinner from 5 all the way to 10. Now, again, it's gonna vary depending on the zone, but this is the case in most zones. Again, I've worked in a ton of different zones. That's how it's been in every single zone. Tip number 3 is gonna be the multi-app. Guys, it is 2025. I'm aware that these apps are not the same. They're not how they used to be. You can't just get on, log on whenever you want and expect to cherry pick and stay consistent the whole time. They're built now where they want you to accept orders and stay busy so that they give you more and more offers. So if you're gonna cherry pick, you're not doing that whole platinum, diamond, whatever app you're on, I suggest you multi-app. Keeping as many apps open is like casting your net. You're drawing a bunch of lines and you get to choose from different order offers. I feel like that's probably the best way to make money in the gig world. You get to choose from a bunch of different options. Although it can get stressful from time to time, hearing that notification go off every second, but trust me, it's worth it, especially when you get a little bit of a routine going on and you figure out your zone. Tip number 4, guys, is going out there with the right mindset. Now, I know mindset does not directly correlate to money, but if you don't have the right mindset, you're not gonna be willing to go out every single day and you're not gonna stay consistent, and consistency is key in order to reach your goals. So trust me, once I started working on my mindset, it was way easier for me to get out there, stay out there, regardless of how the day went. I always saw it as positive. Either it was a learning lesson or it's just a blessed day, another day for me to be grateful for. And honestly, every day is, but you guys get what I'm saying. There's good days and there's bad days. There's good and bad to everything, and you get to choose how you look at it. So developing that mindset, whether it's gig work or anything you do, is essential and should definitely be a top priority for you. And 5th, last but not least, this is my 5th tip of the day, is Dash, or whatever app you do, with a purpose. Use this app as a means to achieving whatever goals you guys got on the outside of it. Trust me, it makes it a lot easier when you do that. I use this to fuel my goals on the outside. I got a couple of businesses and I am going to be starting barber school in a couple months. So for me to take this job and use all the money in order to put towards barber school, put towards my YouTube channel, help out my wife with whatever, that to me is my goal. That's my purpose. And that's why I'm so willing to go out every single day. You might put in way less hours and might be for something completely different. But if you're just going out there aimlessly and the only thing that's on your mind is money, you're doing it wrong and eventually you're going to burn out. You have to go out there with some goal on your mind. And like I said, it becomes so much more fulfilling when you work this job and you know that whatever you're making is going towards something that you actually love, something that you can call your purpose. Because this right here, this gig world, this gig work should not be our purpose. We are running someone else's dream, and it's time to run our own. So by using the flexibility of this job, we're able to take this and eventually run our own goals and dreams. Guys, it's time to get out there, set your goals, work towards your goals, and use this as a means to achieving those goals. Again, I'm gonna run through all 5 tips real quick before I end this video. Tip number 1 is location. Choose the right location. Tip number 2 is going out there at the right hours. Tip number 3 is multi-apping. Number 4 is going out there with the right mindset. And number 5 is going out there with a goal on your mind. If you do these 5 things, regardless of what zone you're in, I promise you, you will start making more money. I believe in you guys, so believe in yourself. Let's make 2025 the best year yet, and 2026 an even better year. I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you did find value in this video, do me a huge favor, smash the thumbs up button. It helps YouTube know to push this video out. Hype this video. That's something new for all these small YouTubers. The more hypes I get, the more my channel begins to grow, and it really does help me out. So I'm able to produce more content for you guys and take this channel worldwide, because I know this channel is only the start. We can grow this family, this community as big as possible. Comment below what kind of content you want to see. And until next time, peace, much love. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you have made it up until this point, you are a real one. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button for videos like this where I'll be dropping 2 to 3 times per week. And until next time, peace, much love, stay gravy. I love you guys.